Hey, what's up? It's Deanna. Today this video actually is for new teddy bear collectors, or actually people that just go to estate sales or garage sales or thrift stores and look for things to sell on eBay or Etsy. And it's pretty much, I'm going to teach you about two different teddy bears here that were made in Germany. These two are made sometime in the 1950s, 1960s time frame. And so if you're shopping at, say, a garage sale or a thrift store or an estate sale, 9 times out of 10, you'll come across like old dolls and bears. And one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of non-collectors out there make is, like, for example, like I'll go on eBay all the time looking for old teddy bears, and they'll say immediately, old Steiff bear, antique Steiff bear, vintage Steiff bear. And 9 times out of 10, it's not a Steiff bear. And it's a little annoying because I'm scrolling through all the listings actually looking for a real Steiff bear, and I'm not finding it because people are spamming the category saying Steiff bear. But then again, it's an easy mistake to make, and not all bears are Steiff, just to let you know. But so for example here, we have two bears. The one on the right is what's called a Zadi bear. And Zadi was created by Steiff in 1951 and continued to be made until the 1970s. The bear on the left is an imposter Zadi. Now, a lot of you, say you found the bear on the left at an estate sale or a garage sale, and you want to flip it on eBay, you want to, make a nice little profit. A lot of times people will say, oh, old Steiff bear, right away. But as you can see, look how close the bear on the left is to the bear on the right. They're very, very similar, even from the downturned paws, the open mouths, the felted feet, and the little buttony, like rosette ears, and the little stitched noses, and the little airbrushed mouths that are open and made out of felt and lined with thread. So immediately, a person who doesn't collect bears will think the bear on the left is a Steiff, list it for like $100, $150, $200, thinking, wow, I'm going to cash in on this one. And the truth is, the bear on the left, they generally sell between, I'd say, $20 and maybe $70. If the bear on the left was a larger bear, yeah, you can get a 70 to maybe 80, 100, 125 bucks for it. But the bear on the right is valued more because it's an actual Steiff bear. Now, not all Steiff bears are like tagged. Like the one I have on the right does have a chest tag. He's missing the button in the ear. And so when a lot of these Steiff bears are missing those things, and actually predominantly they are, because parents took off those tags and those little buttons just so their kids wouldn't choke on them, it's very hard to tell what you have. But so now I wanted to just show you the difference between my Zadi, my actual Zadi bear on the right, and the imposter. Now, the imposter was made by Herman in Germany. Now, this is great when you have a tag or a button or some kind of marking, because you can know right away, okay, this isn't a Steiff bear. But if it doesn't have the little hang tag identifying it or the button in the ear, pretty much you're playing a guessing game. But so now, what's the difference between these two bears? And I'll tell you, if you want to know if you have a real Zadi, check out the chest. The upper part of the chest is actually a different color from the rest of the fur on all Zadi bears. So a lot of them had like a peach color on the upper part of the chest, or like a golden yellow color. Now, the non-Zadi bears did not have that. So that's how you can tell right away if there's no identification tags on it or buttons or any kind of label that you don't have a Zadi. And you can see here, these two are pretty much, alike. And it looks like Herman, the bear on the left, the maker, actually stole the design in a way. I mean, he didn't make it look identical, but you can see he pretty much copied it. So, but I do happen to like Herman bears. I think they're very cute. As you can see, this one is really well made with beautiful, supple, shaggy mohair material, which is not cheap. Mohair is not a cheap fabric. So these bears were never cheap when they were sold. And to this day, even artists, the artists that make bears, oh my goodness, if you saw how expensive mohair fabric was, you would not believe it. And that's why a lot of these companies actually are no longer in business, because they could not beat out the cheap Chinese imports, which didn't use mohair fabrics. And they used like cheap cottons and, like artificial plush. So that's why a lot of them aren't still producing bears. Steiff and Herman actually still are. But so I thought I'd show you these two bears, show you the difference, show you the real Zadi on the right and the impasta Zadi on the left, and how you can pretty much tell if you have a Steiff Zadi bear by the little bib. They call that a bib right here. And here's some identification tags that you might find, which 9 times out of 10 are missing. And but if you don't have the tag, now you know that the bear on the left is a Herman and the bear on the right is a Zadi. So once again, thanks for watching, and please give me a thumbs up. Even if you found this video boring, I do put a lot of effort into showing you my collection, and maybe throw me a subscribe if you can. Take care.